Well, tonight we're learning more details about a deadly shootout that rocked the quiet Wisconsin community just over the border. The gunman is now identified as 32-year-old John McCarthy. Here he is. Authorities say the Heartland, Wisconsin man executed a random victim at a gas station in Racine County. The victim, 22-year-old Anthony Grieger. He was shot in the head while filling up his car in Caledonia about 7:30 yesterday morning. After killing Grieger, police say McCarthy took off to a nearby gas station and targeted another man there. Well, that man turned out to be an undercover Racine sheriff's investigator. He took over, killing the suspect after a shootout. The officer is hospitalized with.
All praises to the Most High YAHAWAH, the Heavenly Father, and the name of the Holy Spirit, the Earthly Mother, sanctifying Yahawashi, the Holy Son. Brothers and sisters, Jews and Gentiles alike, welcome. This is your humble servant, Big Levi, and today is Friday, July the 16th, 2021, and it's currently 3:21 p.m. Eastern Time by the time I record this video. I'm not quite sure when I'm going to release this, but whenever you see this release, and it would be a premiere or pre-release, peace be with you, brethren. Peace be with you, sister. May peace dwell in your house. Peace be all over your house. Be at peace. This is Esau's trouble, the Gentiles' tribulation, and the two-third punishment. Beloved brothers and sisters, this is one of the incidents that happened over there in Wisconsin, and we were just talking about this. Now, the previous video, if you watch it, there is a fellow, a black man, so-called a Hebrew fellow. He got spared. The moment he left, this gentleman that you're looking on the screen, Mr. John McCarthy, came in and he shot and he killed, execution style, this fellow right here, Anthony Grieger. So this guy, he didn't do anything to him. He didn't do nothing. He was just pumping his gas. He was just getting some fuel, doing something regular that we all do for the people that drive, you know. And this fellow walked up right behind him, and then he shot him in the head, execution style, and the guy didn't even see it coming. And then he got in his car, and then he started going around and start shooting people. And he find out he was shooting with the person, and that guy turned out to be an undercover cop. So now, beloved, with all that being said, you are going to see the Heavenly Father's visiting those people, and He's making it so that it is so uncomfortable for them that anytime they go out there, they are fearing everything. We are going to read the comments. We're going to see what those people are saying, because this is random, so to speak. But to us, it's not random. This is a plague number 9. Okay, this is plague number 9. Let me see, execution by the sword. Okay, this is execution by the sword, and you're going to see flight and distress. Okay, also, you know, when those people are evacuating their houses, those are flight and distress. Also, number 9. So execution by the sword. This guy got executed. Okay, he got shot and killed, you know, in the execution side. Okay, authorities ID suspect who viciously executed men at Wisconsin gas station. All right, so this is plague number 9, viciously executed. Plague number 9, execution by the sword. All right, so he used the sword and take this guy out, because Genesis 15 verse 13 said, and he said unto Abram, know of a surety that thy seed shall be a stranger in a land that is not theirs, and shall serve them, and they shall afflict them 400 years. From 1619 to 2019, the 400 years is over. And now, therefore, you got COVID-19. Therefore, after that, 2020, that's when their stuff started to get really bad. The Most High shut down the entire world. He sent the first blow. And then 2021, you see things are not getting any better. They are not getting back to normal. Those people are receding back to wearing their mask because they were so proud about they vanquished the the virus and all that. This thing is coming back better than ever with stronger forces. Okay, you see the floods, you see the fires, you see all those things. It's getting worse. It's getting worse. Okay, so now because of all of these things, they have until 2020, well, so to speak, until 2024 when the other eclipse come back. But 2023 is when things going to go, is when things gonna go really, it's when things gonna get really, really bad for them. They are still comfortable, brothers. They are still denying things. Okay, some of them are like, okay, man, what's going on? Is that thing even recording? Let me see. Because I don't want this thing to. All right, yes, it is. So some of them are questioning, say, okay, something is going on and stuff like that. But, you know, the 400 years is done. They give them a period of tribulation, 3 years and a half tribulations, which started in our new year here in 2021. And then by the time we reach 2023, brethren, this thing's going to get a hell of a lot more worse. And it's not going to get better. Okay, 2024 sealed it. I don't know. If I tell you I know when the second coming or when YAHAWAH going to put his feet on this stool, on this footstool, I have no idea. All I know, we receive a confirmation on March 23rd, 2023. March 2023. So a lot of things going to happen. Now, where we are right now, we are in Genesis 15 verse 14. And also, that nation whom they shall serve will I judge, and afterward shall they come out with great substance afterwards. And also that nation whom they shall serve will I judge. The Heavenly Father is judging this nation with the 10 plagues of the apocalypse of Abraham. What you just witnessing here, it's plague number 9, execution by the sword. Now, this fellow, you know, he took the guy alive. So now we're going to read the comments and see what people are saying. Let's, you know, of course, they always have to raise the officer. They're never going to address this guy. Why did he do this? Okay, they are praising the officer. Prayers to that officer. This guy was going to kill a lot more. That cop saved a lot of lives. Oh, he had a quick recover. Give the cop a medal. Who knows how many more lives he saved? Oh, give the cop this. Looks like he ran into the right person. Oh, the cop is a hero. Another good guy with a gun wins. That's the typical tactics. Raise themselves and then hide their failure. Nobody called this guy a name. Nobody's saying anything about that. This is the culture. Those people deserve to be enslaved. They deserve to be behind bars. Nobody say anything about these guys. The cop. They are hiding it. Okay? No court course necessary. Good riddance to bad rubbish. Crazy fools randomly shooting and killing people. We are mercilessly hunted like prey. Okay? By your own people. Okay? All right, by your own people. So there's one comment that I did like here. Dude looked like he was pissed off at the entire universe. 22-year-old died for no reason at all, a victim of someone's selfishness and stupidity. All right, so that's what that is. So when you read those, there you go. Black or white, dead killers is always an excellent outcome. Police, keep up the good work. Oh, it's both of us, whether it was black or it was white. But the thing is, he's not black. The victim that he shot, he's not black. The only black man that was there left before all those things. That is show us that our prayers are working. Okay, so yeah. So his mother going to say he was a good boy. You know, all praises. You know, such a tragic situation for innocent victims. So they never going to address, okay, why we whites have a problem, man. Why we are killing our brothers like this? Okay. All right, that's a brother right here. The usual thug psycho suspects who kill for no reason. That's a brother right here. The brother put the nail in their asses, man. The usual thug psycho suspects who kill for no reason. That's true. You guys got a problem in your community, okay? These dudes know nothing about actual statistic. Yeah, they try to tell this guy, blacks kill more black. Look, you're trying to make people laugh, right? No, I'm not. Go look at the data. Useless of the plot dudes gunning one another down over money prove me wrongful. You are one of the million of idiots about to get it. I don't think he was referring to you. He's just posting the same comment that some people post wherever the suspect is dark skin. But you know that's different. This comment, not one white person is taking up for these POs. Okay. All right, so this dude, that they have a problem, brothers. Listen, they quickly like to say, things like that happen. The moment you say it to them, they're like, oh, go look at their community, go look at community. This man shot and killed this fellow. He didn't do anything to him. He didn't provoke him. You see, the hood, you have to provoke somebody, to get killed. Most of the time, you have to be in the wrong place. Most of the time, you see a bunch of two-thirds in the parking lot playing music and twerking. You go standing over there watching, and then amazed by that, and they start shooting. You're going to get what you deserve. Okay. Now, beloved, let us go to let me drink some water here. Let us go to the next video. We're going to witness the Most High's wrath. All praises.
Bianca Chambers says for 2 days she tracked her stolen Mercedes-Benz all over Detroit. On day 3, she decided to take matters into her own hands. That she did. She confronted the thief.
Stole my shit. At that point, I was just like, dog, I'm not letting this man walk again.
Bianca face to face with the guy she says stole her brand new Benz.
Excuse me, you got that Benz out there? Yes, you do.
It went down Wednesday at a barbershop at Greenfield and Grand River.
He in 7 Days West, getting his dreads twisted. Look at my car.
Customers stepped in, making a citizen's arrest. Then Bianca slashed her own tires.
I slashed all the tires and I thought that he was gonna take off, and I didn't know how long it was gonna take for the police to pull up. And I refused to let him pull off again.
So you're seeing some of those guys, some of the two-third, they are catching hell. This guy swagger jacked the car and then he go to a barber. That's why anytime you see those dudes and those cars and driving and they are passing in front of you, they are looking like, yo, what's up with you, man? Most likely this guy is not even their own car. It's some car, we call it garage. They just straight up garage it. They just borrow something and act like it's theirs, or they just stole something and then act like it's there. But the sister laid down on him, man.
Holding him there until Detroit police came.
You will never steal from me again.
Detroit police say officers responded 4 times to Bianca's 911 calls as she tracked the car using a web of social media tips. But when officers got there, the car was gone.
Oh my God. Y'all, I see my car.
The thief so bold, he even made a pit stop at the strip mall where Bianca owns a boutique.
They was driving, they was having a good time. They was smoking, but yes, my car was very clean.
Okay, so that's what happened. Those guys went over there and then they targeted her. They know she had this car. That's why I told my brothers and sisters, man, keep a low profile, man. Keep a low profile. Okay, I'm not telling our people don't buy a luxury thing, but come on, Negro, we live in Detroit and all that, keep a low profile, just get a little simple car and stuff like that, But hey, all praises to the Most High. I thought this was interesting to bring it to the nation, man. All praises. Next.
Is thankful, saying things could have been much worse. That attack happened Tuesday night at El Carrizo Park in Sylmar. And CBS 2's Rick Montanez is there live as locals are now on high alert, Rick.
Yeah, Pat, that little boy now has several stitches from those bites. And we've also just learned that the Department of Fish and Wildlife, since the attack on Tuesday, has actually trapped 3 coyotes. They're testing those coyotes' DNA right now to see if they match the DNA collected from the bite on that toddler. 2-year-old Legend Joseph cuddling with his mother Emily in this photo from the ER Tuesday night. This was not long after a coyote attacked him in El Carrizo Park in Sylmar. Several people have spotted coyotes around the park before, alone and in packs.
My 8-year-old said it started walking real slow and then it ran fast and jumped on him.
She says they were at the park for football signups. The kids were playing and Legend was just feet away from the older kids. Legend's brother saw what he thought was a dog nearby. Then the kids screamed as the animal pounced on Legend and pinned him down.
We all really realized it wasn't a dog, it was a coyote.
So now, you saw, well, you see, and well, when first you saw this previously, now you see this happening again. In the previous video, in Florida, a little boy got attacked by a coyote. Okay, I'm not quite sure where that is. Let me see. El Carrito Park. Oh, that's in Los Angeles. Is that what that is? California. Let me see if it's in California. It is. Okay, LA County is in California. So, all right. So you see this happen like at least 2,000 miles away. Okay, to California, and then it happened in Florida, and it happened all across the country. A lot of coyote, okay, are taking over the place. So this little boy was lucky that he had people with them, and then they were able to stop this coyote. Okay.
The kids and adults tried to scare off the coyote.
I think if it wasn't for them sitting next to him and him moving the way he did, and he rolled as well. If he probably wouldn't have rolled, I think it would have probably grabbed him and ran.
2 days later, and bandages cover Legend's stitches, puncture wounds from the bites to his lower back and rear end.
It was kind of like a nightmare.
But this very real attack frightened the Joseph family and their friends. That's why Emily is talking publicly about it, hoping people keep their guard up anywhere a wild animal could be.
I'm just happy he's alive. I'm happy he's still able to walk and play and have fun. What do you want? Mom. A pop? Yeah.
And he's spending plenty of time playing now. Good news after a frightening coyote attack at their neighborhood park.
So you're seeing this now, brothers. It's not one place. It's practically everywhere. You got coyotes, and then a couple months ago we showed you over there in Hishland that those guys were dealing with the same problem, but there's a lot more. Well, no, they are dealing with jackal, not coyote, but jackals. You know, killing, not attacking the people over there. Okay. So that's why we told our people to be very, very careful with what's going on out there. So give me a second. Somebody just, damn it. Give me this. All right then. My apology. I was dealing with a couple of stuff. So now you're seeing those things are happening, brothers, and then those are signals. Something a lot more worse going to happen, and certain animals that you never heard of, certain animal like you never see. They are going to come and attack people. All right then. Let us move to the next video.
Right now on the 10 o'clock news, we're following two developing stories. A local Cuban-American rally blocking traffic on Atlantic Boulevard and then moving up an I-95 on-ramp.
Plus, hundreds gathered to honor a father of 3 hours after the Coast Guard suspended the search for his missing diver. Now, that group was gathered in honor of Timmy Obie, and it comes on the day the Coast Guard released new information.
While the cause of his death is not known, the Coast Guard says that they called off the search after evidence of an encounter with a marine predator. News 4 Jax reporter Bree Eisen was at tonight's gathering and spoke with a diver who found Obie's dive gear. Bree.
I did, but first I just want to tell you all at home watching this that this vigil, there were about hundreds of people here to honor Timmy Obie. Just the impact that he made on this community, you could just tell by talking to the people there. And I actually talked to one person who is really close with him, and he tells me exactly what he thinks happened. He's a marine biologist, so all of this stuff is definitely vetted, and he knows what he's...
So now you got this fellow. He went, I believe, scuba diving, and they find his clothes shredded, and he was attacked by a predator. I think that's what they say. So I keep wondering, like, what kind of predator do something like this? Shark attack is quite rare right now. It's pretty often you see it, but they really don't attack like this unless you go over there in their territory and then try to provoke them. But this guy, they find his clothes shredded. Like, who did this? What kind of predators? The only predator I can think in the sea that could do something like that, sharks. Unless something else in there.
Talking about when I'm going to tell you this, but he actually found Obi's dive gear today on a search 700 feet southeast from the initial dive site. I'm going to read to you some of the information that he tells me. He says that on his first dive today, they found Obi's shredded wetsuit. They moved the search pattern 200 feet further and found buoyancy compensator device, his tank, his gun, his mask, and a glove. He says they also found his dive safety marker. Everything was together within an 8-foot radius. They could not find his gold necklace or dive computer. And according to the damage on his gear and the fact that it was all in one place, he says it shows zero sign of struggle.
That's the thing. If this man was attacked by quote unquote a predator, it should have shown some sign of struggle, but it didn't. And the computer that he had is missing. And this is me just talking Hish brothers. Whatever's attacking, whatever caused that attack on this fellow, show signs of intelligence. This thing knew that to do this thing and make it look like it's something else. Or if it was attack only, because when you read the story, they said he had people with them and they just left him there. So they just left him, you know, like, yo, why?
He believes his friend died from what was in a medical emergency. The friends who were diving with him made a safety stop with him 15 feet below the surface and last saw him about 5 feet below the surface. Holden Harris, who's the marine biologist and the friend that I talked to, said that he likely had a medical emergency and the people he was with, they did everything right.
So he had people with him. This is... what's going on here? What did they do to... Is either somebody else did something to him or there's something in the water that is quite smart. Took the computer, no sign of struggle, and then he's no more. Wow. Wow. Okay. All praises. Next. Well,
in tonight's
we give the Most High glory and praises, but we just call this thing number 7. Wild beasts will be their grave, since they said, oh, hey, it was attacked by some kind of predator. But wild beasts will be their graves. Okay. All praises.
Our treasure, grim statistics were released this week from the Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission. Our manatees are dying in record numbers.
In fact, we've already shattered the record for the most manatees lost in a single year. And scientists fear the future looks bleak for these beloved marine mammals if we don't urgently act to save them.
Heartbreak in the Sunshine State. Our manatees are dying.
This is really a very sad wake-up call.
It's only July, and so far this year, we've lost 841 of these gentle marine mammals, making 2021 the deadliest on record.
I'm devastated because I thought last year was already bad enough when we had 637 manatees die over the entire year.
Cora Burcham is a research associate at Save the Manatee, closely tracking this devastating trend, already breaking the previous record in 2013 when 830 died because of a toxic red tide.
See, now those people really, they don't know what's going on and they are making things up. They are like guessing theories. And we know this is plague number 3, okay? Destruction by pestilence among the cattle. So a manatee is what they call it, a sea cow. It's not actually a cow, nor it is part of the cattle family, but it's an animal. So when they say pestilence, pestilence is among the cattle, so it is pestilence among all animals. So these things, they have been dying, and they say, oh, it's because of the sea grasses, because of the algae or things like that, but that's not what that is. Okay, these things are dying because the Most High is taking them down. Okay, he's taking those things down. It's not like the Most High can create those things in a snap. Okay, he had a bunch of them just store somewhere that you can't see them. Okay, they are probably somewhere in Goshen. Okay, most likely the Most High would remove all the animals that he needs to be moved to Goshen, and the rest it will destroy him, and then before the people won't find any food. Because when you look at plague number 3 right here and plague number 4, plague number 3, destruction by pestilence among the cattle. Plague number 4, famine of the world, the Gentiles world. So if you don't have any cattle, any food, any animals to eat, all your food are messed up, you're going to go hungry and there'll be a famine. So that's why the Messiah is doing this.
Going forward, we may even surpass 1,000 manatees that will be dying this year alone, and that's really scary statistic.
According to FWC, so far 18 manatee deaths have been recorded in Monroe County, 21 in Miami-Dade, 54 in Broward, and a staggering 316 deaths have been recorded in Brevard County in the Indian River Lagoon and surrounding areas.
In Brevard County alone, they have lost 47,000 acres of seagrass, and that's about 90% of the seagrass that's been lost there.
Seagrass is the #1 food source for manatees, and with large swaths disappearing across the state.
That's not what happened. It's not what that was causing this. Those things, they are not dying of hunger. They are dying of something else. It's a pestilence, a plague, a virus, or whatever you want to call it. So yeah, it's not the grass or seagrass or whatever. There are plenty of seagrass. They can eat it. They are not dying like you see them, like all sickly and stuff like that. Nah, they just died. So we know the Most High putting a plague, and then he's taking those people out. All praises to the Most High.
Thanks. New at midday, a woman is now charged with a hate crime after her family says she hit their child and blamed them for the coronavirus. 57-year-old Shelly Ann Hill was booked at the Clark County Jail. Court documents say it happened at the Shops at Crystals 1 week ago. That's on the Las Vegas Strip. The family telling police she hit their 6-year-old in the back of the head and then began yelling at them. Video recorded by the mother is now going viral on TikTok.
So you see that, you know, the plague is this feeling of craziness, foolishness is upon those people. Next video.
Police arresting the suspect they say was behind a deadly shooting in Northwest Miami-Dade this week. 35-year-old Amon Bush appearing in court today. A judge said there's probable cause he was given bond. Bush is accused of fatally shooting a man in the torso at a convenience store, leaving that victim dead. Police say Police say Bush then ran off before they got there. The shooting happened early Monday morning near Northwest 17th Avenue. Bush now being charged with second-degree murder. A motive behind the shooting is still unclear.
Yeah, now you got those two turds, man, and those guys, they will drop you for any reason or no reason whatsoever. A little argument, brother just bump into you. You look at the brother the wrong way, and you know the demon is on them. Just shot and kill you. You know. Plague number 9, execution by the sword. Forgive me, beloved. I had a lot of things to do, and sometimes when you're doing things and kids just walk up in there, hey, fix this for me. So now I'm going to my fast. So and that's why you see my voice is a little low. So I'm going to that 3 days fast, water only. So forgive me if you don't feel that enthusiasm in me. So I'm a little bit down. Okay. This is over there in China. Okay. You see how they already take another dude? This is a Chinese hotel collapse, kills 17 people as survivor are pulled from a rubble. This guy, they literally pulled that guy out of the rubble. Unlike the other one, they staged like, oh, we pulled this guy out of the rubble. No, you did not, man. That guy was in another place. He go under, pass through the rubble so you could pick it up. But this dude is like it's being pulled over there. Okay, they put him on this thing. You know, all his body, all bone in his body is broken. Okay. So they get him all out. Okay, get him all out. So this place, you know, it's a Chinese hotel collapse, killed 17 people. Way more people died. They just say 17. As if a freaking hotel, a giant freaking hotel, got 17 people in it. So, yeah, it's happening worldwide now.
Now, Israel was one of the first countries to restore normalcy since the COVID-19 pandemic. A rapid and effective vaccination drive in the country had driven down coronavirus infections and death. And Israel was the first country to go mask-free and abandon all social distancing rules. But now things have started to change a little. A surge in the Delta variant cases has forced Israeli Prime Minister Naftali Bennett to rethink strategy and to reimpose some COVID restrictions.
4 weeks ago, Israel was celebrating a return to normal life. Then along came the more infectious Delta variant of COVID-19. A surge in cases meant a change of course. Israelis had stopped wearing masks and abandoned social distancing.
Yeah, those people are very proud, okay? They are very, very proud. So they will stop, and then they say they won, they vanquished this thing, and then all of a sudden now you guys are backpedaling and saying, oh yeah. We need to wear this a little bit more. You guys need to take a booster, a third dose. Like, we already took all the doses that you guys are giving. You know, if you guys keep giving also some more doses, we are going to go overdose. Yep, because that's what's gonna happen to you guys with all those doses, and we're gonna take one, and then zaza, you don't wake up.
After one of the world's fastest vaccination drives. Now it has reinstated the mandatory wearing of face masks indoors and quarantine for all people arriving in Israel. Prime Minister Naftali Bennett calls the policy soft suppression. His government wants Israelis to learn to live with the virus and to develop herd immunity. It plans to impose the fewest possible restrictions and avoid a fourth national lockdown that could further batter the economy. That strategy is drawing parallels with Britain as it lifts all restrictions. Doctors like Gadi Sigal, who heads a coronavirus ward, remain concerned.
We must find the right moment to limit the entry of new mutations from abroad, and the government must find a way to limit further spreading of the virus in the community, because the virus won't stop. It is evolving, it is nature, but our nature is to survive.
Daily infections are running at about 450, with the Delta variant making up some 90% of cases.
Okay, so basically all of it. Okay, this Delta is something else, man. All praises.
Tonight, a local pastor is dead and his wife is in jail.
I'm sorry. I don't know. I think I did this before, but yeah. All right. Oh man, I'm evil. All right, let's listen to this, beloved.
Facing murder charges. Gabby Shepard was booked into jail this morning. Detectives say the 26-year-old mother of two admitted she pulled the trigger, but said it was an accident. It happened at the couple's home in Lemon Grove. News 8's Steve Price has new details tonight about the couple and the shooting.
A woman called 911 and said that she accidentally shot her husband. But when homicide detectives from the sheriff's department arrived on scene, they say the evidence inside the home didn't match up to her story. Tonight, that wife is in jail, charged with murder.
I'm so happy to be here with you.
This is Pastor Noah Shepard leading a service Sunday morning at San Diego Reformed Presbyterian Church. The 29-year-old talked about a recent bacterial infection that sent him to the hospital.
So yeah, this guy, he didn't listen to the warning. The Heavenly Father warned him that if he continue messing with his word, he's going to do this thing to him. He listen to what he's going to say. He said, "Oh man, it's nothing. It's not like it was COVID. none of this or this and that. And then the Most High said, okay, well then, you didn't want to step down. I'll have your wife do the job.
It's been a very difficult week for Gabby and I. I've been very ill. Praise the Lord, not COVID, nothing like that. Praise the Lord, nothing life-threatening either.
No, that wasn't life-threatening at all. 4 bullets in your chest was threatened. The wife shot at him 7 times and hit him 4 times. And she's like, oops, sorry, honey, I thought you were an intruder. The guy just got off work. And then the time he got off work, the time he got home. And you made him go behind in the back door. And then once he got there, you shot him 7 times, you hit him 4 times, and then you say, well, I thought he was an intruder. Hey, man, all praises to the Most High.
That Gabby he mentioned is his wife, 26-year-old Gabby Shepard, now in jail, charged with Noah's murder. It happened Monday night at the couple's rented home in Lemon Grove. Neighbors say they heard 2 shots, a short pause, and then at least 5 more. Homicide detectives say deputies responding to the 911 call found Noah bleeding in his backyard.
When they arrived, they found an adult male who had been shot behind a residence. The deputies attempted life-saving measures until relieved by fire personnel. The male was transported to a local area hospital, but unfortunately he was pronounced deceased shortly after arriving.
The Reformed Presbyterian Global Alliance confirms Noah was ordained in November and sent us a statement saying Noah was a man of character and positive energy. The church is just processing the news and the congregation is reeling. The day has been spent just processing what happened, and at this point, it is too early to talk about a memorial. Sources.
So this guy name is Noah. All praises, man. That guy name is Noah. His wife shot him and then paused and shot him again. The wife shot this man, pause, and then shot 5 more times, pause. It's all crazy, man. Give me a second.
Tell News 8 the shots were fired through a screen door outside a bedroom. It's not clear why Noah, who had just arrived home, was entering the house through the back. But Gabby apparently told authorities she thought he was an intruder.
Yeah, it could have easily be, honey, I'm mopping the floor, something happened. The back door, the front door is locked, the kids are playing, come in the back door, come, you help me something with the back and stuff. And then the moment the man get in the back.
Also inside the house, the couple's 2 young children who were not injured. Tonight, Gabby faces a charge of murder and is being held without bail.
Don't ever trust those people. Pictures, they all look happy and they all look like, oh man, we're having so much good time, we're having great time together and our marriage is so solid and stuff like that. He's a pastor, I'm a pastor's wife, the Lord had blessed us, up until she grabbed a gun and did this thing. But anyway, man, this is weird. But the angels come back and then report unto us when we said, go to the highest court of the priesthood of Mahan, bring them deaf. This guy was a member of the priesthood of Mahan. He was recently ordained to lead our people astray. You never know. This lovely young lady could be a daughter of YAHAWAH. The people that come to his church could be daughters, could be sons of the Most High. There you go. And she put it down on him. And then he's no more. The angel come back and report unto us. We give the Most High all praises, all credits. Beloved, your prayers are working. Give the Most High praises, glory, and credits for all of those things that happen here.
At Las Colinas, she's scheduled to be arraigned Thursday afternoon.
Crazy things, man. Crazy.
Through some of the most dangerous.
A delivery worker was killed while on the job in a Manhattan hit and run.
As the community raises money to send his remains back to Bangladesh, they say it highlights the dangers of the job for so many who are considered essential but often overlooked. CBS 2's Andrea Klein-Thomas has more.
24-year-old Borkat Ullah was working making deliveries for an app when he was struck and killed Thursday around 11 p.m. while riding his bike across the intersection at East Houston and Attorney Street. The Subaru SUV involved kept going. Ula was part of social justice organization Daisy's Rising Up and Moving, known as DRUM, that set up a GoFundMe to help pay for funeral costs.
He had to work to support the family, but he's still also just like 24, so he was also like trying to enjoy life.
Ula immigrated from Bangladesh, fleeing political repression, completing a dangerous trek to America through Brazil, up to the Mexican-American border.
To cross a dozen countries through some of the most dangerous.
Trust me, I know what that guy did, and it was incredibly dangerous. A lot of them don't make it, okay? They get devoured by a jaguar. Okay, the jaguar, the animal. Okay, some people say jaguar, but some say jaguar. Show me a picture of a jaguar, not the car.
Showing pictures that match.
Okay, so, all right, so they get devoured by those jaguar, okay? And when they're going to the jungle, all the animals attack and kill them. So, things like that, you know, it's crazy, but it happened. You know, it's a very dangerous thing to do. And those things can climb trees. They can swim. They pretty much can do anything. You know. They are very fierce. They're very fast. They will go for your head. They will crush your skull with one bite. They'll crush it. They always go for the head. Okay. This is a very, that's what they do. They go to the jungle in Brazil, go past all the way and walk all the way to South America to Mexico, and then the guy come over here, he got hit by a car, and then the Most High switched the ley line, say no more, you can't come in our land and enjoy our stuff, and then work a little job, you never get battered, okay, nobody harassing you, you are not a target, you're not being arrested. And those are the Bangladesh, the same called, this is the same Elamites, you know, nation. They're the same people. So nobody bothers you. You save all your money, and then you receive loans from banks, and then you go to your country, you become rich. And our people can do this because we're on our own land. Even though we go to another land, we get blocked. Even though we go to Africa, it's still difficult for us. Even though we do here in America, over in the Caribbean, it's still difficult for us. The Most High say, no more. You can't do this here.
Paths in the world. And then to lose your life on a New York City street.
Yeah, well, that's...
Advocates say the injury and death of delivery workers on the job is becoming all too common.
It's not like it becomes all too common. It's just the Most High switching the ley lines. He says, shut down everything. You guys open up everything, then he's going to kill you. That's what that is.
But as independent contractors, they don't have any benefits.
There's no recourse right now that they have to kind of like acquire or apply for workers' comp. So there's no protection for them if they get injured at work.
That's why Los Deliveristas Unidos is working on a package of city council bills that provide protections for delivery workers. It includes setting a maximum radius for deliveries to limit the rush and implementing a flat fee for each trip. Advocates say now with each order, delivery drivers are taking a risk, often for less than $5.
You die for less than $5, man. You know what that is, man? You die for less than $5, man. This is a horrible thing, but it keep happening, man. So we give the Most High praises and glory, man. The ley line is not playing.
I know of.
Clint, Tyler, and Avery were out fishing last.
This is symbolic right there. Okay, all the thing that the Most High did, all those things that are happening, it's speaking to us. Watch this.
Week 4 tournament.
So we anchored up, we got the baits ready, started chumming.
It was almost midnight and they got a bite.
I started setting the hooks, got it hooked, got in the harness, got strapped in.
The hook was set and the fight only took about 20 minutes.
Just kind of laid there in the water, did big circles, and we got it on that second circle.
They knew she was big.
I think I realized the size of the shark whenever we got it in the boat.
750, 800 pounds. That's what we were thinking.
But they never expected this.
Weighmaster said it's gonna be right at 1,000, and we just look at each other and just start freaking out.
And I hopped down there and gave him high fives and hugs. It was awesome.
Weighing in at 1,004 pounds.
We couldn't believe it, nobody else could either.
Okay, so now you know, those guys hunted those things for sport, for just for pleasure. Okay, they hunted a 12-foot, 1,000 pound, 12 for 12 tribe, 1,000 for the 1,000 year. So they just hunted this thing just for no reason, just for I catch a 1,000-pound shark, okay, tiger shark. This thing wasn't bothering them. They just killed the Most High animal for fun. And then that's why you see there's so much shark attack. Okay, all praises to the Most High.
One and only exclusive, disturbing reports of a hacker trying to take advantage of Surfside victims, a criminal seeing those victims' names in the news and then stealing their identities. Littleton's Rosh Lowe is live with this exclusive. Rosh, this is hard to believe.
Boy, this is absolutely horrible, and it just broke this morning where we got this information. But believe it or not, according to our sources, there is an active, ongoing police investigation as we speak into someone who actually stole the identities of a number of those who died in the Surfside condo collapse.
It takes a special kind of scumbag to do something like that, man. It took a massive scumbag to do this, man. Those people are dead, beloved. And these guys, those people, they stole the identity of the dead. And then they buying stuff, they open credit card, they get things on their name, which showed you even in death, beloved brothers and sisters, those people will not have peace. Even in death, they are being tormented. Even in sorrow, their family is being tormented. Those are the angels coming back and reporting, said they have no peace. They will have no peace. They shall not have peace. They can't. Beloved, can you imagine your loved one die of a tragedy like this? Some cataclysm took them out. And then you receive a $200,000 bill for a boat that your dad, your cousin, your wife, your husband bought after he died. Can you imagine this? That's the Most High showing those people even in death, they are being still tormented. Beloved, I don't want to know what those people are going through on the other side, man. I don't know what kind of place, where they at on the other side. I don't want to see those people wearing wet clothes and walking in the South Pole, bare feet, with a snowstorm blowing forever, and they can't die. I don't want to see those people being boiled and hot oil, and then demon are slashing their backs with whips that had been doused and hot sauce. I don't want to see this. I don't want to hear anything about those people on the other side. But they are being tormented here in the living place and also on the other side.
How did they do this? Well, at this point, police will not go into detail, but we just spoke with Surfside's town mayor, Charles Burkett, who tells me that he is absolutely astonished. He also says that he hopes that an arrest will come in this case. And there is also a warning for other families who may be watching this. Make sure you check on the credit of your loved ones, because somebody is out there right now trying to steal those identities. Let's take a listen to Surfside's mayor.
That's terrible. And I mean, it's, I can't wait to put a face to these deeds right now. And I think that all of South Florida is eager to see who would do something like this, what kind of person would do something like this.
When they are talking like this, brothers, they are betting on black. When they are talking on code like this, they are betting on our people. Okay, and over here, we really don't care if that guy look like us or doesn't. We know the Most High is tormenting those people. You know how that feel, man? You know, your people just die, and then some scumbag went out of their way and then stole the identification of your people and then do all kind of things with them.
But but I'm looking forward to our police department apprehending them, and they are out there looking. I wouldn't want to be that person right now. Violated the rights of an individual, but worse than that, a deceased individual and a family that is grieving. So, and it you know, again, it's the worst of the worst. How they did it, I really don't think I want to talk about how they did it, because that is not helpful for other bad actors.
You've been out here every day. We've been out here. We've seen the tragedy. We've seen the victims' families mourning. What kind of human being would take advantage of that and
code word, listen,
steal identity?
Well, I think the kind you're about to see get arrested.
All right, those are code word. You know, they bet everything on all people, but all praises to the Most High. You guys will have not peace. No peace for you. No. There's no peace here for you, sir.
Thursday night, Jim's off. I'm Rick Williams, and the big story on Action News tonight is breaking news. Philadelphia police are investigating a shootout that happened outside of a Chicky and Pete's in Mayfair. At least one person was shot. Action News reporter Jeff Cherico is live at the scene on Mulberry Street with the very latest. Jeff.
Hey, Rick, police say this happened around 8 o'clock tonight as an altercation inside among patrons spilled out onto the streets, and that is where the shootout occurred. And police say the only person shot was one of the gunmen.
We were having dinner when we heard the gunshots, and I was like, those were gunshots. And he was like, I'm not sure, Mom. I was like, those were gunshots.
So again, you saw multiple examples that when those people, they are enjoying the blessing, again, that's what they thought they are doing, and while they're in a restaurant and a bar or somewhere, and out of nowhere, and they start hearing shooting and people gunshot, and people are running, taking shelter because it's getting out of hand. So this woman sit there with her husband, I believe, and there's gunshot, and she say, hey, those are gunshots. She say, nope. They say, yep, they are gunshots. So the Most High is making it, brothers, sisters, they can't do anything without being disturbed, without tormented. Those people can't even die without somebody go over there and stole their identity and tormenting them, man.
The gunfire coming from outside the restaurant, where police later found 8 shell casings on the street. The shootout began when 3 men inside at the bar made a comment to a woman passing by. She then told her boyfriend, who became upset, and went inside and flashed his gun to the men.
He went into the bar to confront the 3 patrons. A short time later, you see him come outside, and the 3 patrons who were in the bar drinking and eating came out. Both parties pulled out guns.
The shootout left the 23-year-old boyfriend with a bullet to the abdomen. He was rushed to the hospital in a private car. The 3 other men took off in a second car, and police are looking for them. They say there were approximately 20 people inside the restaurant at the time.
So, beloved, listen, I am not this guy. I'm not the fellow that's going to tell you how to take care or how to defend your wife's honor or how to defend your girlfriend honor and stuff like that. So I'll say this, beloved, if your wife or your girlfriend, you know, for the younglings listening to this, your girlfriend come up and say, baby, I was just passing by, those men say I got a fat ass or anything like that, yo, you don't go ahead and inside this place, brothers, you flash your gun, you laugh it up, baby. They say that, you know, they're pigs. Oink oink. Keep it moving, man. We keep it moving. Somebody make a remarks to your wife and say, hey, baby, you know, play with my pickle and stuff like that, and things like that. You just let it go. It's not worth it. Understand this. This is not the same period of time that we were pre-2020. Okay, there's a judgment out there. There's trigger words. There's trigger reaction. There are trigger remarks. Anybody that come upon you say something so banal. Did I say that right? Banal. You know, sometimes I say a word, it's French, and it's actually define banal.
Here's the definition of banal. So lacking in originality as to be obvious and boring.
Okay. Okay, hackney, cliche, platitudes, vapid, commonplace, something banal, something like boring, something that's like, yo, this is low. You just, yeah, let me see.
Banal.
Okay, banal. All right, I got that right. Somebody says something, so a comment, hey, Big Levi, you fat. And just walk away, man. You know, you really don't want, I really don't want to get into it with this dude. And I just walk away, man. And this guy got shot in the belly because he went in there, flashed his gun to those guys. The law say if you're not intended of putting a threat down with your gun, you don't show it at all. You don't show your gun to people. You menacing them. Okay, you don't go, you flash your gun like, hey, I have a gun. You go, what's up with you? What's up with you? Well, they have guns too. They have guns too. So that's what happened. Okay, all praises to the Most High.
It's rush hour in Beirut, but one of Lebanon's busiest transport points barely has any passengers. A rise in fuel prices, increased fares. A financial crisis means the majority of the population of this small nation is struggling to afford basic needs.
The transportation allowance that used to be paid to workers was enough. It's not the case any longer. Transportation costs increased by at least 4 times.
The loss in value of the local currency, the lira, has affected purchasing power. It has lost nearly 95% of its worth in nearly 2 years. But in recent weeks, it has been in free fall.
So we've been talking about Lebanon for a while now, and we have a lot of Lebanese in Haiti. They practically own the country. Okay, they own all the wealth. They are the one that manipulated a bunch of things that you see happening over there, and the Most High is judging them. For those of you who remember the video that we made, that some of the Lebanese, they were going to Africa and go work in Africa looking for a better life. They can't go to Europe. There's nothing going on in Europe. They can't come here. There's nothing going on here. There's nothing going on anywhere except for Haiti and Africa, because they have to go to our people to draw strength. That is one of the main reasons why those people want to do what they are doing right now. And then they can't. So now the Most High is destroying them on behalf of all those things those people did, those Ishmaelites, okay?
Reaching a record low after Lebanon's politicians reached a dead end in efforts to form a new government.
I used to earn $1,500. Now my salary is worth $100.
This is a horrible thing. You lost $1,400, man. What you gonna do with $100? Okay, and then watch those guys' name. Walid Mohammed. This guy's name was Mohammed.
And I earn in liras. We are always in debt.
Lebanon has been without a functioning government for nearly a year. Without one, an unprecedented economic meltdown can't be reversed. Instead, rival politicians have been fighting for power, and Prime Minister-designate Saad al-Hariri's decision.
Okay, you heard what they said. This thing cannot be reversed, just like the birth rate. Zaza.
To step aside complicates a solution. This could be an open-ended political crisis. Hariri, who is considered the leader of the Muslim Sunni community, says he will not endorse a replacement. The post of prime minister is reserved for his community. That is why his support is important, because power is shared among religious sects. The state is nearly bankrupt, and this has affected many sectors.
Okay, nearly bankrupt. This thing is already bankrupt. It's not nearly. They are done. Those people are done. And the one in Haiti, they refuse. I don't think they ever go to Lebanon. They refuse to go to Lebanon. The moment they left Lebanon, that's it. They don't. They have a massive diaspora over there, all over the world. None of them refuse to come back home because, you know, this thing collapsed.
Sectors, including healthcare.
On one aspect, there is the issue of the staff that are leaving in droves because of the financial pressures they are under. There is the shortages in medications.
I don't know why they zoom on that guy forehead like this, but anyway.
And supplies, and the issue of the fuel and the power cuts. Before, the hospitals were excluded from the severe power cuts that the general population were under. But now the hospitals have been included in those cuts.
There are also shortages in medicine as importers struggle to find hard currency.
I can't find medicine for my blood pressure and heart problems.
So this guy name again is Mohammed. So those people should have seen something. Wait, is the Heavenly Father's attacking our God or our prophet or what was going on here? So yeah, that's what that is. This guy can't find no medicine for his heart, for his high blood pressure.
I go to bed at night not knowing if I will wake up the next morning.
International calls are growing louder for Lebanese leaders to form a reform-minded government to deal with the collapse. But so far, the priority of the political class, accused of years of corruption, is clinging on to power.
Okay, so yeah, so the Most High is destroying the system, man. All praises to the Most High.
Crackdown can't come fast enough for some families. Take a look at this new video from the Katy area. Two young men trying to kick in a front door. Look at that. One man's pants sagging as he runs off.
Our Bill Barajas live in a neighborhood just off of Mason Road and Highland Knolls with this crime alert that's all new at 10 o'clock. Bill?
Well, the video was taken in May in this West Harris County neighborhood. Law enforcement hoping someone might recognize those suspects. What's not clear right now is the intent of the crime. Was it to cause damage or actually break in?
Okay, that's the thing. It's just random. It's just like some random hish happen. The Most High is tenderizing the meat. He's making so many random stuff happen, and then they're like, what's going on? Did you do this to scare me, or were you trying to break in? And they weren't trying to break in because they run. So what is it? What's going on? You know?
The video is just a few seconds long. The suspects, shirtless, run into the camera's view, and without missing a beat, kick the door in.
The lead guy put his foot right there where that dead bolt is at. So his foot got hung in here. The screen door was completely damaged. So when he hit this right here, all the wood on the inside was splintered.
Patty Norrell has lived at this home for 20 years. She was getting ready for work when she heard what she says sounded like an explosion.
A loud boom. Plague number 10. Thunder voices. Okay.
When I went back and reviewed the video, I could see that the boy that hit the door first, he's done this before. You don't walk up to a door for your first time and give a straight leg parallel to the ground hit on a dead bolt and cause that door to come in.
Norrell estimates the damage at about $2,500. What she can't wrap her head around is why they did it.
If I had the opportunity to ask them why, that's what I want to know. Why? What was your purpose? If it was to scare me, let me know so I can be scared. But, you know, I'm a good old country girl, and it takes a lot to scare me.
Yeah, good old country girls, code word. I'm a good old southern country girl, and I see you niggos, and I would have called you the right way. I would call you the right word, but since right now, if I say anything, there will be repercussion. All right, brethren, let us move to the next video.
The Surfside condo collapse. The names of 4 more victims released today. They are 81-year-old Miriam Notkin, 14-year-old Valeria Barth, 23-year-old Michelle Pazos, and 81-year-old Mihai Radulescu.
So, so far, brothers, and not one two-third in there, not one coon in there, not nobody. You know, so in this building, you already know who was living in there, and those people, they don't say anything about their racial type, their racial base. They don't say anything about not one blacks in there. So they didn't say anything like this. So all those people, they all died, brothers. No survivors. I have hope. I know my dad is still alive. Oh, it's raining. Remember that lady? Oh, it's raining. That means they are alive. You people have no idea what's going on and what the Heavenly Father is doing to your people. Brethren, I'm not going to sit there, sister, and telling you that I know everything. One thing I do know, those people are not in Abraham's bosom.
They joined the growing list of lives lost in this tragedy. So far, 90 of the 97 victims recovered have been identified. And today marks 3 weeks since part of the Champlain Tower South came crashing down in the middle of the night. Recovery efforts continue at the site where 8 people remain potentially missing. Crews have removed more than 22 million pounds.
I don't care. I don't care. I don't care about this. You guys failed. You didn't get one life. You guys came in over there, take your time, and stuff, because you know this was impossible to get, you know, any survivor. The whole thing pancake. So now this whole thing right there, now you're watching, it's at the basement level. You can see the basement. You know, no more people. You know, it's done. All praises.
Oregon was gone.
The flames are right behind.
To battle the largest wildfire in the country, incident commanders in southern Oregon are calling in backup from more than a dozen states. Thursday, San Francisco Fire tweeted this video of their crews headed to help fight the bootleg fire. And the list goes on.
Arizona, North Carolina, Mississippi, Alaska, Oklahoma, Georgia,
Florida,
Michigan, New York, Florida, South
Marcus
Carolina,
Kaufman is a spokesman for the Oregon Department of Forestry.
Tennessee, Oklahoma, New Mexico. We got people coming from all over.
It's necessary, Kaufman says, for a fire this size. Bootleg, burning just east of Medford, is at more than 227,000 acres. At least 75 buildings, many of them homes, have burned.
We fled on Friday afternoon.
Tim McCarley assumed his family's home near Bly, Oregon, was gone.
The flames are right behind us. The trees were exploding.
McCarley is staying at a Red Cross shelter in southern Oregon. Tuesday, he and his wife went back to see the damage. All of their belongings, stored in trailers, were reduced to ash. Miraculously, their home itself, which was under construction, is untouched.
So yeah, that's the gentleman that I was telling you about. So the other stuff got burnt, but his houses and his truck didn't got burned. So, you know, he was saying some few stuff that his sister say a prayer or something like that.
I don't know why we were that fortunate. There's people here that have lost
everything.
More than
all
13.
Praises, all praises. Those people, they lost everything. Brothers, it's no joke, man. Look, when you look at this news like that, they won't bring it, okay? They won't bring it, all right? When you look at this, brothers, this thing is burning to ashes, okay? Excuse me, okay? It's burning to ashes. And this is plague number 2, which is fiery conflagration of the city, and also plague number 9, okay? Flight and distress. Those people flee, okay? And then they were in distress. It's not like they flee because, oh, we choose to take a vacation. Nah, they flee in distress, okay? All right?
Were reduced to ash.
Ashes,
Miraculously, their home itself, which was under construction, is untouched.
I don't know why we were that fortunate. There's people here that have lost everything.
More than 1,300 firefighters on the ground are working tirelessly to prevent more loss. Kaufman noted during 2020's historic season, crews were deployed from around the world.
Is that even kind of within the realm of possibilities right now for this fire, tapping international resources?
I don't know that it's in the realm for this fire at the moment, but we're also seeing new starts.
New starts, meaning embers are floating from these flames and starting new, smaller fires in this historically dry landscape. And conditions are ripe for any flame to explode into another mega fire, overwhelming crews. Oregon Senator Jeff Merkley tweeting, "The bootleg fire should alarm us all." Maggie Vespa, KGW News.
Okay, so yeah, this guy, you know, you saw him. Sometime you check the stuff. Yeah, why don't they show the inmate fire crew? So those guys that battling the fire, those are prisoners. Okay. Okay. Where's the military planes? Good question. All over the world. Good answer. Oh, hey. I have dream about this coming. All glory to God Almighty and Jesus Christ's name. Amen. Repent now. Thank you in Jesus Christ's name. Love, repent now. Wow. Who cares? Let the blue state burn. So you see what this guy say here? He got 2 likes, most likely from himself, another scumbag. He got 18 replies. You know what that is? Those people are giving energy. All right? We don't do this here. Okay? They try to make it into politics. They took the bait. We don't do this here. All praises to the Most High.
Involving an electric shock. It happened just before 4 this afternoon at the Margaritaville Resort. KPRC2's Michael Leparty has just arrived on the scene and is joining us now live. Michael, what can you tell us?
Andy, we got here about 20 minutes or so ago, and there's not much to see where I'm standing right now because this is as far as the staff would allow us on property. But Conroe police have been updating us on Twitter. They tell us they responded to what they're calling an industrial accident at the Margaritaville Resort at Lake Conroe. They say that crews were doing electrical work when 2 workers were electrically shocked. They've since told us that 1 person has died. The second person was transported in an ambulance but is expected to survive. Police also say a third person was standing next to the 2, but that person was not hurt.
So now again, you are seeing, brothers, and those people cruise ship and their resorts and their bars and their hotel, they cannot enjoy anything. It's a massive amount of unrest going on. Now you go to this resort, just chill, spending some time, get a little vacation, man. Just relax the bone and just relax. Just chill, and then boom, this happened. Somebody died here, somebody got hurt. This is not a good news for you if you were going in this place for vacation. Is that thing even recording? All right, yes it is. Okay.
Though, and unfortunately, it sounds like that smoke is going to stay around for a while. The air quality also not going to be so great. Not great right now across most parts of the state, where it's at moderate or unhealthy levels for sensitive groups. But who is in that sensitive group, and just how the smoke particles entering our bodies impact our overall health? Here's Katya Stepovic.
It's gray, eerie, and ominous.
We just typically don't see this amount of fire with this amount of smoke this early.
Sadly, it's overstaying its welcome.
We're looking at a couple months at least with wildfire smoke in the area. Long term, I think we're going to see the smoke through the summer and into the fall.
So you heard what they said, and then this is from, I believe, Oregon. Is that what that is? Yes. They say the wildfire smoke could stick around in Idaho. Okay, that's Idaho until the fall. Experts say. This guy, Mike Tooley, this tool right here is an expert. All right, this guy is an expert. He said this, okay, Tooley, aka the Tool, Mike the Tool. And for some odd reason, all those guys' name, either they are Michael or Michael or the Archangel Michael. But anyway, the tool of the Most High, using on you, the instrument of the Most High. Go ahead then, Michael.
Mike Toole, the regional airshed coordinator for the Idaho Department of Environmental Quality, says the smoke accumulation welcomed itself to the valley earlier in this season than usual, most likely because of, you guessed it, weather conditions.
No. Most likely because of the plague. Because the 400 years is over. Give the Most High praises and glory.
Our area is very weather dependent for air pollution and air quality, and with being surrounded on every direction with wildfires, at some point, depending on when the wind's coming from, we will have smoke probably coming in.
Right now, most of the gem state is in a moderate air quality level, with some good levels in northern and south.
You got the picture. So not only those people are getting destroyed, they can't breathe at all. They can breathe right. They can't do anything without... The Most High is hating those people on all sides, man, all praises.
The land managers, because of what kind of a difference that makes. Percent of the West that's under extreme drought, extreme dry conditions is almost unheard of.
Exactly. So what's going on over there, what they are suffering, is something that it's almost unheard of. And it's like this never happened, but it's happening now. So look at those dry area. I mean, look at those deep dark red. That's like there's no water at all. Man.
Governor Little this afternoon talking about this map showing that most of the West is in some form of drought. On it, the darker the color, the more severe the drought. Exceptional drought conditions. The most extreme on this map from the U.S. Drought Monitor is in 7 of 9 states shown here, including Idaho. Ours is in central Idaho's Blaine and Custer counties. And at least a portion of every state in the West is in an extreme drought. About 80% of Idaho is experiencing somewhere between moderate and exceptional conditions. Bottom line, Our earth is parched at a level we normally don't see until August, if ever, during the calendar year.
You heard that? If ever. This is extremely rare, yet they are seeing this. This is very, very rare, but they are suffering from this. We give the Most High praises and glory for everything that he did, okay? All praises, all right?
But so far, Governor Little says Idaho has been fortunate. The Gem State has not suffered from any massive wildfires that some other states in the West, like Oregon, have over the past few years. He says he's hoping Idaho's good fortune, will continue this summer. On Friday, Governor Little issued an emergency declaration that activated some members of the Idaho National Guard to help in the fight.
This is the most I clowning this guy. Is it this dude giving this speech and then I don't get involved with this one. This BLM sign there, I wonder what that thing stands for. You know, we don't mess with those things, but it's just like the most I always put things in there just to clown those guys like, yeah, look at you, Zaza.
Against the wildfires raging across the Gem State. Today, during this news briefing, the governor said now was the right time to make that move with resources and manpower to fight the fires seriously strained all across the region. Partly because of the pandemic, something the National Guard can help with. The governor says they will mostly help with logistics behind the scenes.
It's early for the fire season. We know we're going to have a big fire season, and I want people to stay safe, but I also want them to comply with the requests of their local land managers because of what kind of a difference that makes for everyone. You know, preventing a fire right up here on the Boise front means there's going to be resources to save somebody's property, somebody's life, somebody's favorite fishing spot, hunting spot, and more important, to keep these big fires down and in control.
Get this, over 60 wildfires are currently burning somewhere in the West, some of them right here in Idaho.
So, yeah. Now you see, beloved, the Most High is terrifying those people, threatening them and tenderizing the meat. And then once the meat is well tenderizing, and he's going to seasoning the meat now. On the grill and all that. All right.
Small plane crashed and flipped as it landed in Riverside today. It happened in a field at the airport when the plane came up short of the runway. We're told the pilot and passenger were taken to the hospital, but their injuries don't appear to be serious. There's the plane right there. The airport, meantime, stayed open. The FAA and the NTSB will investigate what
caused it? The ley line. Okay? You see this a lot, brothers. All praises to the Most High.
Drought in the West overseas, a flooding disaster in Europe, where rivers have burst their banks after severe storms, dozens killed, hundreds more missing. Marcus Moore is in Germany with the latest. Good morning, Marcus.
Well, George, good morning. Here in the town of Bliesheim, they are in the process of trying to clean up. They're pumping out the massive amounts of water that filled the homes and businesses there. You can see the furniture there that's covered in mud. There are cars that are also drying out, but you can see the water line. They had chest-high water in this town in the midst of this storm, as around the area here, search and rescue efforts continue.
So, all right, with all this thing going on over there in Germany, I believe, and they sent nothing but of black guys. So anyway, brothers, so to speak. You know, we just, because of the sake of this video, we say this guy, you know, he's one of us, all right? Because the Most High will show you why every time they open their mouth to this guy and they're trying to do a side-like apology, hey, man, sympathize with us because, you know, we're on the same boat now. Now, beloved, 93,000. Hey, I'm jumping ahead from the Most High. Okay, 93 dead, 1,000 missing after disaster flood in Europe, GMA. 9 plus 3, you know what to do, and I'm not quite sure what the 1,000 stand for. Okay, the 9 plus 3, what is those group of people, and then how many? I'm not quite sure what that is. If you know it, put it in the comment board. So let us watch this guy and see what those people are saying.
torrential rain and rushing water swallowing whole towns, cutting villages off from rescuers, leading to a disaster in Europe this morning.
The rain just kept coming, and then throughout the night it just kept coming down, and we woke up to what you see here.
At least 1,300 missing, at least 100 killed.
Count yourself lucky if you can get out of here alive. You can compare it to Hurricane Katrina. I mean,
yeah, you can compare it to Hurricane Katrina. I mean, like, we saw what happened to you, scumbag, and then right now, it's happening to us. So we the same, right? We're brothers, right? I mean, can you come here and sympathize and enjoy this plague with us? Oh, hell to the mother loving.
And everybody here has lost everything.
Devastating flooding across western Germany, the Netherlands, and Belgium. Cars and homes swept away after days of rain led to rivers overflowing. You can see the water rushing by, and then look at the floodwater off in the distance behind me. They have closed this road because they're concerned the bridge could collapse. Thousands stranded by the floodwaters. Helicopters deployed to rescue the stranded. In Belgium, men smashing through a wall to rescue this elderly woman. And in Germany, rescuers standing on top of fire trucks to get to trapped residents. 900 German soldiers now deployed to help with the rescue efforts. You can see them here continuing to pump out that water here in Blisheim, and one man told me that this is a lot like Hurricane Katrina to them when they see the images of the high water and the communities that have been cut off as the search and rescue continues.
Now, why is that? Why is it like beloved? Why is it every time those people see a brother and they never refer to this thing? In the previous video, they refer to it as a bombing drop off of World War II and World War II. The moment they see a black man come from America, came in over there. Oh yeah. That's like Hurricane Katrina, man. What's up? We're brothers, man. Brothers in arms, right? Brothers in sorrows, brothers in plagues and tribulation, right? Because those people, they never had anything like that happen to them ever. And make no mistake, somebody make a comment here. Let me see if I can find it. My prayers and sympathy. This seems unreal until it hits home. Wishing everyone affected remain mentally sane. Yes, okay. This seems unreal until it hits you. Okay, my prayer sympathy for people of Germany. So sad. My condolences, my sympathies, heartbreaking. They're in sorrow. Sending my sympathy. I am German, and though I am not affected by the flood, I am touched by all the comments, prayers, wishes, and condolences. Okay, not from us, man. Okay, and just for, okay, this is the comment I was looking for. And just for clarification, our houses in Germany are massive, made of stone and concrete, not a cheap construction method. These houses are very resistant, and if they are destroyed as shown, it shows the tremendous power of the water. My condolences to those who have lost loved ones, and of course to those who lost their homes. That means, brethren, those houses, they are well built, and they are built really solid. You know, those Germans, when it comes to building things, they do a pretty good job, but not against the Most High. So, and that's why the Most High destroy their homes like this, man. And then they keep telling this guy, oh, it's a Katrina. No, man, this is not even close. Okay, so all praises to the Most High. Move.
An update on this week's gunfire in Times Square. Police have made an arrest. 20-year-old Kumina Elijah of Brooklyn was walked out of the Midtown South precinct late last night. He faces charges of attempted murder, attempted assault, and weapons possession. Police say he fired shots on 41st Street early Wednesday morning after getting into a dispute with another man. No one was hurt.
So, yeah, the two-third, what's going on here, the Most High is using those guys because they are expendable. The Most High is using them to bring terror. So they just get into an argument in Times Square, they pull a gun and they start shooting. You know, they start shooting. So that's the two-third for you, man. All praises to the Most High.
Close on. Investigators
KPRC2. Breaking news this morning, a man's death in East Harris County is under investigation.
Investigators say he was hit and killed by a driver on the East Freeway near Market Street. Our Vincent Crivelli joins us live with the latest on the search for that driver and what police are saying about the victim's behavior before that crash. Vince?
Lisa, a very sad and peculiar situation as detectives say the victim had been crawling and running with no clothes on. Investigators say around 11 o'clock last night, they received a couple emergency phone calls about a naked man running around on the I-10 feeder road. Minutes later, another witness called 911 and said the man got on his knees and started crawling on the freeway. Then a black truck ran over him. This is what investigators had to say about the suspect driver.
It appears only one of his tires struck the male. According to the witness, the male appeared to slow down at first, like maybe he was thinking about stopping, but all of a sudden just moved forward on the roadway. So it appears that he did know that he struck the male, but that's all still under investigation as well.
Okay, what the hell is this? What kind of explanation is that? We didn't get anything from this. The male slowed down. He thought it was going to hit the man, and then it kind of like didn't hit the man. The whole thing is confusion. What is this? Let me listen to that again. Oh, what the hell is that? Let's listen to this. Okay, let's listen.
Male, according to the witness, the male appeared to slow down at first, like maybe he was thinking about stopping, but all of a sudden just moved forward on the roadway. So it appears that he did know that he struck the male, but that's all still under.
Okay, which male are we talking about here? Is that which one of these guys were naked? And why would another man being naked struck in the street? What's going on here? It was kind of some kind of Woody or cowboy things going on over there. You know, what was going on in there? Which male was naked? Which male struck the other male? This whole thing is confusing, man. What's going on here?
Investigation as well.
I don't understand. I'm sorry, brothers, but I get nothing from this. What happened? A naked dude got hit by another dude riding a car, driving. What is this? Give them a spirit of confusion.
And detectives believe the suspect was driving a 2010 black Ford pickup truck with no tailgates. Reporting live in East Harris County, Vincent Crivelli.
This is crazy. This is the whole thing is like, yo, I don't know, man. Let's simply move in, man. Okay. So, high rise in downtown Tampa evacuated due to flooding concern. Those high rises, those places, they're evacuated due to flooding concern. That's the Mosai terrorizing them. They will have no peace. All praises. How long we are into this thing? All right, we got another 30 minutes to spare. Boy, let me see if I can get some video. Let me see, and then I will come back if I got some more. All right, and just like that, we back with more videos. All right, beloved, we got more videos here. Just randomly choose them, and let's see what the most I have in them for us. Okay, I believe this is in France, and the people, they are protesting. Let me see. Okay, health pass and vaccination. They are protesting against this vaccine. So this is in France, Paris. Okay. Okay, those people are pretty pissed off. Okay, I can't pass this person. Why would she wear this? Or what is this? Who decided, hey man, you want to protest? Hey, let me grab my protest hat. Zaza. Okay, so the entire place, they are angry, man. Okay, they are throwing things out. Okay, they are messing up the street, trashing the place. It's you. You guys are responsible. These guys just threw something here. All right. Those are the cops. Woo. All right, stay out of it, man. That's those people do their things here. Really, I never heard European, especially French, fire police siren sound like this. Oh, okay, it's not a siren. It's one of those megaphone, bullhorn and stuff. Alright, fiery conflagration. They're setting things on fire. Those people are pissed off, man. Okay? They are pissed off. They don't want that job stuff, man. Alright, so you can see this. Those people are protesting, and then they are not happy. They are setting things on fire. All praises to the Most High, man. Stay out of it. Okay, this is a plague number 2, fiery conflagration of the cities. Okay, so let us keep on moving. All right, brethren. Oh, that's the bridge, the I-16 bridge in Georgia demolished after crash shifts in 6 feet. So, wow. Wow, all praises, man. The Most High is destroying their infrastructure, man. He's destroying them. This bridge is being demolished. Wow. After the ley line switch, and then the Most High destroying this. All right, what is this thing? Serial wallet thieves arrest after Dallas and vacation hair from what? When did that this? That's those are the Ditsy airhead wearing their shirts saying "Free Britney." Those are the people that pass their entire life worshiping celebrities. Those are the people that spend their entire life comparing their lives to celebrities. Those are the people that will have no peace. The Most High is not giving them peace. He's sending the tutor to disturb them. The only last cherished moment that she had of her mother that left that, things in her phone, the tutor stole it. So, hey, you will have no peace, man. So, and, with different hairstyle, you would not know if it's her, and, hey, the Most High sent the tutor out there to do her job. To do his job, and then hey, the whole thing is being done, man. This girl got arrested a lot of time. 2013, probably she was going through some time. 2014, 2015, 16, 17, and 2020 she didn't get arrested. Okay, 2019 and 2021. Okay, so yeah, the Most High is using the tutor to give those people hell.
Fire reaching 5% containment and growing 10,000 acres since
Wow.
yesterday. Good evening, and thank you for choosing NBC5 News at 6. I'm Grace Smith.
And I'm Shelley Leggett in for Craig Smullen. As the community tries to heal, so do the firefighters who are working endlessly to fight the flames. NBC5's Katie Stride is live in studio with our top story tonight at 10. Katie?
The week-long fire has both firefighters and evacuees drained. But with some new teams coming on scene and helping, there's hope. The bootleg fire is still growing within Klamath and Lake County, but fire teams are taking any win they can.
The fire is really doing what it wants to do.
The bootleg fire has gone on for more than a week, and firefighters are feeling the strain.
Emotionally and physically, it is,
Draining.
taking a toll, or,
Yeah.
it's draining.
It
This
is.
week, fire crews met some special friends. Amber and Proby are therapy dogs. They're trying to help these heroes any way they can.
Even if it's just for the moment that the firefighter is able to take their mind off of what they're doing, of being tired, it's worth it, and that's really what really works.
While firefighters appreciate the community's generosity, they can't personally accept any donations. They suggest donating food and supplies to evacuees.
Well, the Most High is putting the strain on those people, man, and he's wearing them out. All praises.
This is Dabu 7. We have word that there is an ongoing earthquake swarm at Yellowstone. Now, the USGS has put out information stating that there's an ongoing earthquake swarm that began at 5:52 p.m. Thursday.
So 142 earthquakes. So All right, let's take the conspiracies. Look it. If people aren't on their knees calling out to Jesus at this point, then you all just want to go to hell. I mean, come on. He's literally doing everything. What more? Call out to Jesus. He loves us. He died on the tree for us. Okay. Wow. Rapture ready. No wonder. Man, let me check her channel. Please have some video there. Okay, they have one video. Jesus is the way, the truth, and the life. One video. One video got over 490 subscribers? When? 2013. You people are not the Corinthian, man. Wow. Rapture ready. That's why they talk like this. Please join me in prayer for all those affected by extreme heat, fires in California, Oregon, Utah, Idaho, Wyoming, Alaska, Montana, Colorado, Minnesota, Washington, Arizona, and New Mexico, and earthquakes, flooding. They are desperately need your prayers. Please pray for them. God bless you all. Most likely you have a channel, right? If you ask for prayer like this. No, you don't. You don't have a channel. You see the frustration now. Those people are calling, and they say, call on the Lord in the day of trouble. They know they are in trouble, okay? According to Mary Greenlee, anything over 2.0 at Yellowstone is a concern. Prayers can change everything. Praise God. Praying for everyone every day. God bless you all. They're kind of like dropped the whole conspiracy things going on right now. I don't see the elite doing this, or they are using HARP. Now those people are praying now, brothers. Pray. Yeah, we'll see which prayers work best. Pray, bring it on. Let's purge the evil of this planet. Light warriors, we are protected. Okay. Idaho here. We were camping 20 miles away from Yellowstone's. We were there a month and felt a lot of shaking going on. We definitely felt it. Check out the explosion that came in on the sun and stuff. Doc, you almost give me a heart attack with that notification. Hit your knees, repent and praise. That's what everyone can do. So since once you guys, those people never go ahead and say anything about repent and pray, man. Those people are always about enjoying the blessing, and then now you can enjoy it. Yeah. All right. Signs of the times, much to come. That's agreed. Please share the love of the Son of God. He spoke truth. There was another blast in the water. Hold tight. We were planning a vacation. This began last night at 1 a.m. Thank you, Dabu. Probably caught them trying to escape again. Women's. Oh, it's all Bible thumpers. You know, they dropped the whole elite thing. Where is Psalm 91, Matthew chapter 24. Luke chapter 21, and now even further go in, so remain vigilant and inform others. Also, don't panic or fear. Remember, he is your shield. Yeah, the Mosiah is bringing the fear onto them. Okay, I'm scared. Watching from London, England. The Mosiah is giving them the fear. World so crazy. God's going to squeeze this planet like a pimple. Okay, the floods here in Europe are like nothing I have ever seen before in July. Devastating, with hundreds of dead and missing. All praises to the Most High. Okay, so sorry. Unbelievable weather events going all tragic. They know what's going on, brothers. Okay, they dropped that garbage elites that they used to call, elites is causing this. The Illuminati is doing this with a weapon, stuff like that. Nah. Yeah, whatever, man. All praises to the Most High, man.
Good morning. We are in Chinatown. There was an armed robbery and a shooting here and a series of violent crimes that has residents on edge. In addition to the city pod cameras, there is a private surveillance system that was installed because of crime in Chinatown, and that system picked up the shooting and the offenders on video. This video was provided to Fox 32 by a source. It is a warning for the residents. Police say that a man was in his vehicle parked on 23rd Street when a Dodge Durango pulled in front of it, blocked the car. 4 people got out, surrounded the car, and started stealing things from the couple inside that vehicle. This was Wednesday night. Police believe the offenders are 3 males and a female, and they are armed. There are other witnesses who are watching from the sidewalk. This was recorded on several security cameras in the neighborhood, and one camera picked up the sound of gunfire.
Damn.
Very frightening. The driver suffered a gunshot wound to the hand. A source says that that Dodge Durango had handicapped Illinois plates, was stolen from the southwest side, used here in Chinatown, and then went out to the southwest suburbs where more crimes were committed. These kinds of armed robberies happen all over the city. It can end with injury when the offenders are armed. And 9th District Police, that's this district here in Chinatown, they were here in the neighborhood yesterday to talk to residents about their fears and urge them to report these crimes.
Yeah, so the Most High is giving them no peace, man. All right, you know they can't enjoy the blessing anymore. You ain't no more. You Moabites won't make any money off of us anymore. It is done. Wow. An officer got killed and injured. Officer killed and others injured and leveling standoff? What's going on here? All right. Really?
Okay, good evening. My name is Albert Garcia. I'm the Chief of Police for the Levelland Police Department, and we wanted to provide y'all a briefing in regards to the situation that we've had unfold here in Levelland.
Okay.
Before we get into the briefing, I want to first of all ask our community members and those around us to continue prayers for those officers.
Okay, prayer. Now everybody's asking for prayer, man. Dabu 7 conspiracy theorists don't say anything about the elite now. They used to be all over this place. And now those people are asking prayers. Okay, well, let's see what's going on then.
We've had injured today and those that we've lost.
Okay, wait a minute. Let me see what channel. I don't want those people to strike me. What is... let me see this guy first. Okay. Okay, nah, he won't strike. So sometimes those guys they will strike you because you know you stole their video.
So with that said, I want to begin by telling y'all a little bit about what got us to this point today. So at about 11:17 earlier this morning, we had a Texas Highway Patrol trooper that had made and engaged in a traffic contact with a person that he later arrested. Although during that traffic contact, he had a separate individual that was driving recklessly, and as he reported to us, appeared to be trying to bait him into some type of confrontation.
Oh, wow.
He advised that that suspect vehicle was an older model Chevrolet pickup, white in color, that was possibly traveling back into the city of Levelland.
Okay.
Officers from Levelland Police Department, Hockley County Sheriff's Office went out to try to locate that vehicle, but we were unable to do so at that time.
Very competent, very competent. All right.
At about 1:12 this afternoon, we received a call from a concerned citizen in the 1300 block of 10th Street that said that their neighbor was acting strange and was walking around with what appeared to be a large gun.
All right. Okay, give them a spirit of madness and then craziness. Have them going at each other's throat. All right, let's see.
Officers arrived on scene just shortly after. It was at that time that we noticed that same Chevrolet pickup that was reported to us by the troopers in the driveway. Because we didn't have very much information in regards to whether or not this weapon was truly, in fact, a real weapon or not, we took precautions.
You got to be kidding me. You got, well, you didn't thought like the weapon that he has was a real weapon. Okay, well, he must have been the right color.
We did not approach the residents immediately. We began to try to get negotiations started.
Okay, but
with
yeah,
the Levelland Police Department negotiator.
Good, good.
We did make contact with him, very short and brief. He was very hostile.
Okay.
Did not want to visit with or talk to Levelland police officers at that time.
That's the angels, you know, taking over his body.
It was only a matter of minutes after that contact that the suspect opened the front door to the residence and began firing on the Levelland police officers. We did return fire, but it did not appear that we struck the suspect at that time.
But it struck you guys.
Because of such a violent and volatile situation that we had, we called on support from the Hockley County Sheriff's Office, who had arrived on scene as well to assist us, but also from our friends and counterparts in Lubbock and Lubbock County SWAT team. Within 24 minutes, Lubbock County SWAT team arrived on scene and began to set up their command, and we're getting briefed by myself and the sheriff in regards to what was happening.
Okay.
It wasn't long thereafter that we had additional shots fired where we had officers that were injured. So at this time, this is still an ongoing and fluid situation.
So yeah, they were fighting between each other. One of them died. All praises to the Most High.
Gun violence is surging with shootings happening across New York City. Take a look at this video. Police are looking for a suspect seen shooting a man on a city bike. We're freezing the video before the shooting. This happened Wednesday afternoon at the corner of Clarkson Avenue and East 53rd Street in Brooklyn. Police say the suspect shot 21-year-old Perot Simeon multiple times in the torso before running off. Simeon died at
Yeah, see, young kid, man. Young kid. Okay. Young kid just on the phone with somebody waiting for the calmly.
seen shooting a man on a city bike. We're freezing the video before the shooting. This happened Wednesday afternoon.
All right, so hey, man, that's the two-thirds, man. The two-thirds, man, they don't play this, man. They're taking each other out.
A new mom can't believe what happened. She's just given birth, but she's not in a hospital. She's in a bathroom at a gas station. Caitlin Fullerton and her husband Sergio were headed to the hospital when Caitlin needed a bathroom break.
We decided to pull over at the gas station, and I really thought I just needed to go to the restroom.
Okay, all right. She gave birth in the bathroom. I don't know why I got this video there, but it just popped up. All praises to the Most High, man.
New York police released this new video to try and track down the man who threw an unknown liquid on a person in Midtown, causing second-degree burns.
Wow.
He's running shirtless down the sidewalk July 5th around 10 p.m. near the corner of West 47th Street and 6th Avenue. Police say the two men did not say anything to each other before the attack. Anyone with any information is asked to call NYPD's Crime Stoppers hotline at 1-800-577.
Oh, man, beloved, you just listen. This whole thing is upside down. They didn't say anything to each other. That guy just took some type of acid, some type of liquid, and throw it on the guy and burn him. That's it. They didn't even know each other and stuff. This is the demons over there. Random stuff, man. All praises.
All right, 8 on your side, also following some more breaking traffic news this morning.
Yeah, let's send it up to Paul Lamison. He's in Eagle 8 HD, taking a look at a deadly crash in Hillsborough County. That could cause problems. This is a pretty well-trafficked area, Paul.
Hey, yeah, Marco, you're right. And the good news is all but one lane are now open. I'm going to push in and show you. Here's the tow truck. They have the car hooked up. It went way off into the woods off the side of Bruce B. Down.
Yeah, the car
Earlier
flew.
Today, all the lanes were shut down. Now I'll move the camera back.
Okay, the car flew, so somebody died in this crash. Ley lines. All right, let's close with this.
To a developing story, the NYPD looking for two people after an attempted kidnapping in Queens. You can see one person pick up a 5-year-old boy and put him in the back of a car on Hillside Avenue in Richmond Hill. The boy's mother was able to pull him out through the front passenger window. The suspect and another person in the maroon car drove away. Luckily, the little boy was not hurt.
Crazy things, brethren. Crazy things going on. Crazy things. All praises to the Most High. We give the Most High praises and glory, beloved, because of the situation that I'm facing at home. You know, I'm still fasting, and then the people want to go get stuff. I'm leaving you with peace, beloved. I'll see you whenever the Most High says so. Shalom. May the King reign forever. Be at peace.